What's up, aquatic community? This is Blue Water Boof, aka Andre, coming at you with an update on the 10-gallon iwagumi tank. This tank has seen some minor revisions since the summertime when I first put it up. And I'm kind of just going to go through and give you an update on what all has happened with the tank. For those of you who have not been following along, well, I mean, to be honest, I haven't really talked about this tank much other than gripe over the last couple of months about the algae. But the algae came in with a vengeance a couple of months ago, and I mean, it just wrecked the whole tank. It got everywhere. I would try to describe it, but I couldn't before. But I mean, it was down in here. I mean, there was no way that I could get that algae removed manually with the toothbrush and things of that nature. I eventually had to take all the animals out. I had pygmy cories and chili reservoir in here. I had to take all them out, throw them in the 29-gallon, and then just, nuke the hell out of this thing with Excel. Several capfuls every day for several days, pretty much until the point where I saw the dwarf baby tear carpet start to turn on me. When I saw that part of the carpet start to, die off. Not really die off, but when I saw that it wasn't faring too well with the Excel, that's when I realized, I should probably back off and see if that did the trick. And sure enough, it did. I mean, it wiped out, it killed all the algae in here, which led me to the next problem, which was removal of all the dead algae. It was just as difficult to remove the dead algae when it was alive as it was dead. It turned into this really fibrous crud that I just could not get out no matter how hard I tried. It wasn't cleaned out until I got these little guys, man, nifty little red cherry shrimp. They're a little transparent right now because the lights are on. This is usually their lights out period. But I wanted to shoot a video, so they're just gonna have to put up with my rudeness for a while. Once they came in here, I mean, it was just a matter of days before these guys had wiped out all the algae. It looked really funny. You could see their tails poking out of the what do you call it? The dwarf baby tears. I don't know why I can never say that right. They just went to town. They cleared out everything in there. They got every nook and cranny. Loved it. So they took care of the algae for me, and I really just got tired of looking at a tank with just a carpet. I mean, there was the hair grass in there as well, but I just wanted something more. I wanted a little bit more variety, so I just threw in the towel. Said, you know what? I did my attempt at a true iwagumi tank. Let's add some plants, add some extra life to it. And really, I had received so many plants from aquariumplants.com. I just did not have any room for them in the 55-gallon. Rita put some in the 10-gallon beta tank, and then I still had all these left over to shove in this tank. So I got a couple of crypts. I got Crypt Wendy and Crypt Ponderifolia. I don't know why that name will not stick in my head. I really have no idea what it's called. I'm pretty sure it starts with a P-O-N-T, but that's the broadleaf type crypt that you see in the background. Here's the Crypt Wendy, some more Crypt Wendy. I have some dwarf sag growing along in the back here. It's not doing too well. The dwarf baby tear carpet is choking it out, I believe. I mean, it's healthy. It's just not really growing or spreading like everything else in here. And the dwarf baby tears is actually considered a weed where it comes from in Cuba, which is kind of funny because it's a sought after carpeting plant in the aquarium trade. But it does act like a weed. If you don't have some burly plants, I've learned that it'll choke them out. It'll make it difficult for the other plants to grow. The hair grass has grown thick where I've planted it, but it has not propagated. It has not spread from where it started. You know, I just put one here, one here, one here, and it filled in pretty good, but it's not really proceeding past this point. The baby tears is just making it impossible for those plants to spread out. But it's okay. I like the baby tears now that I got that algae under control. I was really just ready to just tear out the whole carpet, start brand new, before these wonderful little critters came in here and did all the cleaning for me. So yeah, so I got the crypts in there. Let's see here. I also have a moss wall that I'm trying. This is actually the moss wall that killed my harlequin in the 29. The stupid little suction cups, for some reason they work fine, and all the other moss wall panels that I've built, they work fine, but for some reason this particular panel just will not stay stuck to glass for the life of me. So instead of trying to just sit there and fiddle with it in the 29 gallon, took it out, threw it in here. Hopefully the highlight will get it to grow quicker. The current satellite LED wasn't really, I don't think it's powerful enough really to get moss growing. The moss is very slow growing to begin with. I'm hoping it'll just take off a little bit quicker here in this tank now that it's in something that has carbon supplements as well as highlighting. Speaking of carbon, the CO2 is gone. Not because anything was wrong with it. I loved it. The plants loved it. They went absolutely insane over it. I just ran out of CO2 in my bottle, and I've been so busy with work and some stuff here at home that I just have not had a chance to go to a sporting store and get that thing refilled. Once I get it refilled, it'll go back in. For now, I'm just getting by with regular Excel dosing, which is fine. I know some people worry about whether Excel is safe for shrimp. I don't know if you can see them all. They're really hard to find on the camera. Let me see here. But this tank is just filled with baby shrimplets everywhere. I mean, you can't see it in the baby tears, but they are everywhere. So if you're ever worried about dosing Excel in a shrimp tank, do not be worried. This gets Excel on a daily basis, and I have never seen any issues with the shrimp whatsoever. So anyways, that's a little bit of an update on the tank. I hope you all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the forums. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.